stop being the good girl and become inconvenient instead. Hello my beautiful darlings, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day today. Today we're going to talk about the fact that you have to stop being the good girl and you have to start being inconvenient instead. Start to be the femme fatale. How do you do that? How do you stop being such a good girl? You know, people pleaser, someone that want to please everyone, that is saying yes to everything, that is like, yes, of course, I want to make everyone happy, right?
You know, Rachel, she'll do whatever you want. You know, you can just walk all over her. What? Wait a minute. What are you saying, that I'm a pushover?
And that's how we were raised as women. We're raised to be good girls and good lady and nice girls that are saying yes and happy and making everyone happy. This is my dog. Hello, my girl. You know, for her, yes, of course. For her, for this little baby, yes, make her happy. But for everyone else, no, don't be the good girl. Oh my God, you're such a good girl. You see, she is a good girl. But you have to have boundaries. My baby, she wants to be next to me when I film. So you're gonna ask me, how is that bad to be a good girl? From a young age, many women were conditioned to be good girls. This means to be agreeable, to be self-sacrificing, and to never making anyone feel uncomfortable. No, this is the end of the world if you're making someone feel uncomfortable, right? But here's the truth. Being a good girl makes you invisible. Being a good girl is the road to being taken advantage of. Men take you for granted. People walk all over you. You're not treated like a queen or a princess. On the contrary, you would think you would be treated like a princess because you're such a good girl, because you're so nice to everyone and you're so accommodating. And you're so nice to him and you're making everything to make his life more enjoyable. But at the end of the day, you feel drained for constantly putting everyone above yourself while receiving little to nothing in return. And you think that by making his life so accommodating, by making his life so amazing around him, that everything is perfectly fine and you're this perfect woman, and that he's gonna treat you like a queen, that he's gonna reward that, right? You think that he's gonna reward that, which is the total opposite. It's not the case, and you see that constantly. Why? Because men will try to put the least amount of effort to get what they want. So if they could get everything for less with you, then they would do it. And you would think maybe, oh yes, but I am so convenient, then he's gonna think I'm better than those difficult, inconvenient women. Well, no, he's gonna then believe that you're less valuable because you ask for less than these women. That means that you have less choices and you're more desperate in his eyes. You see the psychology behind it? It's exactly the opposite of everything you would believe. Men, they polish their Ferraris that break down every 5 seconds, but they don't take care as much of things that are actually useful in their life. Right? They cherish their Ferraris. They cherish those really inconvenient cars because that car has more value, right, in his eyes. And it's like a prize, and not everybody can have this car, and it's very difficult to have, and it's very expensive, and it's very hard to get. You see that? A woman like that is gonna be more valuable in his eyes. That's the same thing. The same psychology, because the value increases. So if you want to know how to stop being the good girl and being inconvenient instead, and this time getting treated like a queen instead of just being taken advantage of, then keep on watching. But first, just wanted to let you know that if you want to see more of my content, I talk about fashion, femininity, old Hollywood glamour, seduction, dating, confidence, self-worth, and anything to make you become a highly feminine and high-value woman. Feel free to join the channel, the link is down below, and also follow me on my Instagram and on TikTok. And if you truly want to become the ultimate femme fatale, the siren, the woman that gets to be treated like a queen, that gets to walk around in any room and is respected and admired, then feel free to join my Femme Fatale Siren course, the link is down below. It is the course that is going to transform you from head to toe mentally to this high-value woman, and you're going to stop being that nice girl and having that nice girl syndrome after this course. Trust me, you're going to put yourself first. If you want to know more, the link is down below. And I also have a new ebook, a vetting ebook for you to select correctly the high value men. For my ladies that are in the dating market, that are selecting, you need this ebook. This is the blueprint for high value women that are dating. Selecting the men, vetting them correctly, the vetting questions to know if they are serious, if they are not serious, if they're providers, how to present yourself, how to dress, how to respond to certain questions, the energy that you need to bring on the date, and how to respond to text, and so much more. This is really a deep ebook. If you want to get it, the link is down below. Okay, the signs that you're stuck as being the nice girl and the good girl energy. First sign is you say yes when you want to say no. Like, you don't listen to yourself, you don't listen to your intuition, you don't listen to your needs even, and you say yes to accommodate someone else instead of saying no. You want to avoid conflict. Like, no, it's okay to keep the peace.
You have said no to people before.
Never. Not once.
Oh, but you want to say no.
But I can't. It's my sister.
I really don't like conflict even now. I'm really not someone that would get into an argument, and I would really want to avoid any conflict at all cost. But at some point also, sometimes you need to have a constructive conversation. So you need to communicate your needs, and if you're just walking on eggshells to avoid the conflict at all cost, it is not going to help you, and it is not going to help your situation and your relationship and your confidence. It's not going to keep the peace because you don't feel good inside. Another sign is you're over explaining yourself when you're setting boundaries. I don't do that because da 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 da, and you want this person to agree on your boundary, right? Like, that's why, that's why I'm a good girl. Like, still validate me, still validate my boundary. I'm saying no, but I have a legitimate reason. No, you don't have to justify. You don't have to say why. For example, you don't want to call after 11 p.m. I don't want to call after 11 p.m. because then I get tired, and then the next morning I have to get up early, and then I have to do my workout, and then this, and then that, and then blah, 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 blah. No. You just say, I don't do calls after 11 p.m. He doesn't need to agree with your boundary for it to be valid. Another sign is you minimize your needs so that others won't feel burdened. I saw that in this really this nice girl syndrome is really in this amazing movie that is 27 Dresses, and I love the rom-coms. I love analyzing movies on this channel, and if you want me to analyze some rom-coms, let me know in the comments down below. But really, this movie is a representation of the nice girl syndrome. This girl in the movie, she's accommodating to her sister, to everyone around her except for her, and that's why this movie is called 27 Dresses, because she's always the bridesmaid, so she has 27 dresses for the weddings that she has been, but there's never any reciprocity. Like, she's always accommodating everyone except for her.
She's gonna want me to do everything. I'm not gonna just be her maid of honor. I'm gonna be taking care of everything.
So why don't you just say no?
What?
Say no.
Also, another sign is you let men decide, you follow it even when it's not even your best interest. So you let him take the lead even when it's not in your best interest. So when I say let men take the lead, it is supposed to be in your best interest, ladies. It is supposed to be that he takes the lead to make you happy and to both of you be happy. Okay, it is not supposed to be that he takes the lead and he takes the control of everything and he decides of everything about your life and you have nothing to say. Absolutely not. I'm teaching dark feminine, femme fatale energy on this channel. Like, there's no way I'm telling you to let a man take the lead and that is the result. No. Let him take the lead to make you happy, not so that you don't say anything and you don't want to say anything to make him angry and in case he leaves. Okay, what if he leaves? What is the worst case scenario? He leaves? Okay, good. Find someone better. So this kind of good girl syndrome doesn't make people respect you more. On the contrary, it makes you easy to dismiss. Maybe this behavior was rewarded with your parents, maybe your parents were difficult, and when you were accommodating everyone, then this was rewarded. This was the only time when you had appreciation from your parents. But let's talk about the power of actually being inconvenient. The power of being this femme fatale. It's time to break down from the good girl syndrome. Men don't respect that. Nobody respects a woman that is too much of a people pleaser and people in general that are too much of a people pleaser. Nobody respects that. It's time to step into your power, ladies. Being inconvenient doesn't mean that you're rude or difficult, by the way. It means refusing to shrink yourself for the comfort of others. So I will never promote to be rude, to be manipulative, to be mean, or anything like that. On this channel, we have a balance. That doesn't mean that you need to shrink to accommodate others and to be like this good girl that always say yes. You know, when I teach you etiquette and elegance, I say that it's about respect to others, but it's also about respect to yourself, right? You have to also accommodate yourself. For example, if I describe an inconvenient woman, this is the full-on femme fatale energy. She is unapologetic about her standards. She's comfortable with making people uncomfortable when necessary. So for example, if you're on a date and this man is trying to kiss you, but you're not really ready for that, and because you don't want to make him feel uncomfortable and rejected in anything, you accept it. No. The inconvenient woman would make him feel uncomfortable rather than her.
That's against our union rules.
I always observe the rules and regulations.
She puts herself first in that case. A femme fatale, an inconvenient woman, would be also selective about her energy. She would be unpredictable, mysterious. I talk a lot about being unpredictable in my course, in my femme fatale siren course, by the way, if you want some really interesting advice, because familiarity brings content. If you are always available, if you're always there, too predictable, then it brings content. An inconvenient woman is also a challenge. She is never easy, never desperate. Men respect and chase women that they cannot fully control. On the contrary to some people say, like, a woman have to be completely submitting to her man and like being totally predictable. This is not how men respond. Maybe they say that, but this is not what they prefer. They prefer the challenge. They prefer the woman that they cannot know exactly what she's gonna do and predict, and he cannot completely control her. That's more of a challenge, and that's more interesting, that's spicier, right? Because that makes him feel like a true man to have that type of woman by his side. She is a challenge, she is valuable, she's a prize. So that reflects good on him. So how to shift from good girl to magnetic and unapologetic? Number one, set standards and stop explaining. As I said, you don't owe anyone an explanation for your boundaries. A man should meet your standards and not negotiate. Stop saying things like, oh, I don't usually do this, but femme fatale energy, unbothered energy, that is just embodied in her power. She's sure about it, she's still feminine and pleasant, but when it comes to her boundaries, she's not joking. Next, we have also say no without guilt. A high-value woman disappoints people sometimes. It's okay to disappoint them. Why? Because she's not a people pleaser. She's not there to accommodate everyone. And if they're not happy, that's okay. Being okay with the fact that people are not going to like you, that people are going to be disappointed, that people are going to be angry at you maybe. Saying no to things that don't serve you make actually others respect you more. They treat you better. Maybe they won't be happy on the moment because they cannot use you, but they will respect you more. For example, someone would ask you a favor. The good girl would say, I don't know, oh, maybe, I guess I can make it work. The inconvenient woman would be very direct and say, no, that's not working with me. And actually, men love that. They love the fact that this type of woman is a bit more direct with her boundaries and what she likes and what she doesn't like, because she knows what she likes, what she doesn't like. Like high-value men, for example, they're very busy men. They have a lot of things going on and they don't have time to just play games and things like that and to try to figure out. So they like a woman that states, I want flowers, I like this, I like that. Like not in an arrogant way, of course, and not in a demeaning way, not in an order, like, you know, but in a way that's like, I enjoy that, I want that, oh, I don't like that, you know. It's like, in a way, they know what she likes and what she doesn't like, so they have a roadmap to make her happy. So it's easier with her actually, and she say really what she thinks. Instead of the good girl, she's hiding her true feelings, because her true feelings is that she doesn't want to do that, or she is not okay with that, but she's pretending that she's okay with it. So therefore, it's gonna come back later, right? She's hiding her true feelings now to accommodate everyone, but maybe later it's gonna come back that she's not happy about it, right? She's gonna lash out at some point and explode. And this is not what you want. You want to every day, all the time, say those little things. And it doesn't have to be a big deal, by the way, ladies. Don't think that it's a big deal. It's okay to want what you want. Take up space also, physically and emotionally. Stop thinking that you are annoying everyone with your presence. Your presence is a gift. Speak with confidence. Speak with allure. Be sure about who you are. Take up space. Walk like you own the room and let men feel your presence. Wear bold colors if you feel like it, you know? Just like me, I don't know, I'm always bold. For my ladies that love astrology, my Venus is in Aries, so that's probably why I love to dress very flamboyant. And my rising sign is in Sagittarius and my sun sign is a Taurus, so all of them love to be very flamboyant and luxury and everything. So all of these signs are very flamboyant. Pay attention to your posture, pay attention to how you are also with your body language. This is very important. Speak slower, don't rush. You know, you don't have to rush when you speak. Be comfortable with taking space in conversations. Don't be the one that's talking too much, but don't be afraid also to say what you have to say. Right? You have a voice and you're allowed to have an opinion, even if it's an opinion that's different than the man. You are allowed to have an opinion that's different than him. Actually, this is sexier. This is sexy to have a different opinion than him and to say it in a very elegant way, still polite. Don't have to argue or convince him. You respect his opinion, but you disagree. Men don't fall for women who fall into the background. They fall for women who command attention effortlessly. A woman who stands firm in her power naturally filters out low-value people in general and automatically attract people who admire and respect her strength. When you have the good girl, she's always there, she's always convenient. And I invite you to see my videos about the different kind of women and different categories that men put you in. I will link it below. So for example, you don't adjust your schedule for him. Your time is valuable, your time is expensive. It's not about just money, it's about your presence is expensive. For you to be somewhere, it is valuable. For you to be in his company, it is valuable, and it is truly valuable, ladies. You have no idea how valuable the presence of a woman is. How much a woman increases a man's status just by being there, just her being here, just you being in his company. Your presence alone is a gift. So sometimes you're available, sometimes you respond immediately, sometimes not, you're busy. And you're genuinely busy, you have a life. Sometimes you're warm and playful, sometimes you're mysterious and hard to read. The femme fatale energy, the dark and the light. Let him earn your time. Let people earn your time. You're not the good girl bending over backwards. They don't respect that. Most women are afraid of being too much, too demanding, too difficult, so they water themselves down to be just enough to keep everyone comfortable. And the most magnetic women are the women that make people choose. It's either you love her or you leave her. Treat me correctly or you leave. That's it. It's like you have two choices. With the good girl syndrome, it's like you let people have no choice because you almost force them to stay in your life because you're so desperate to have them in your life that you will be bending over backward and being convenient for everything. So you're like, please stay with me, please stay with me. So you will do anything for them to stay and they have no choice than to stay and take advantage of you, basically. A real high value woman would be like, let people choose. Either you respect me and you treat me correctly, either a man is respecting me and treating me like a queen, or you leave. Because you cannot make everyone like you, you will have to encounter people that don't like you and you're okay with it. You will have people that are going to be jealous of you. You will have people that are going to be envious. You know that trying to please everyone makes you forgettable. When you embrace your too muchness, you're too flamboyant, you're too feminine. Okay, yeah, and your strong opinion, your bold standards, you become in that case an experience that people cannot ignore. So ask yourself in your life, where have you been softening yourself to be likable? Where do you say it's fine when it's really not? Where do you let men slide to just keep the peace? Instead, dare to be inconvenient, dare to be unforgettable. Stop making life too easy for people who don't deserve it. Thank you so much for watching, my beautiful darlings. I hope you liked it and I hope it was really helpful for you. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and also follow me on my Instagram and on TikTok. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and if you want to become this unforgettable woman that will not question your worth anymore, feel free to join my Femme Fatale Siren course. The link is down below. Until next time, yes, my darling, we give you so many kisses with my little angel. She wants to go out. So until next time, I'm giving you so many kisses, and take care of you, my darlings. Stay fabulous. Mwah. Bye. Bye, baby. Bye.